Hi there, my name's Andre from Granny Flat Rental. What is Granny Flat Rental? Granny Flat Rental is a website to advertise secondary dwellings or granny flats for owners and agents. We currently have a lot of tenants using our website and have been getting properties leased. In this video, our team interviewed Chris, a highly respected granny flat builder on the Northern Beaches from the company Bungalow Homes. Throughout the video, we ask important questions for people wanting to build a granny flat and the costs to take into account, as well as legal requirements. We also take a tour through one of his high-end granny flat builds. I hope you enjoy.
So what would be the minimum size you would have to have of land to build a granny flat on today in New South Wales?
Yeah, so look, under complying development, to get it approved as a CDC application, it has to be 450 square metres minimum land size. Yeah.
Well, that's news to me. I thought it was 600, so thank you.
No, 450, and that's the statewide legislation for under the State Environmental Planning Code across all of New South Wales. 450 square metres is the minimum.
Great.
Provided you're in the right zoning and a few other little parameters.
Okay. And do you need council approval to build your granny flat in the back garden? I know someone's just building one next door to me on the south coast, and I didn't get anything in the mail.
So look, you don't need council approval, but you still need to get an approval of some sort.
Okay.
So, as I was just mentioning before, there's two different types of approval. So you've got a complying development certificate,
right,
which is they refer to as a CDC. That's your fast track approval, which is approved by a private certifier.
Right. And
they will assess your site and design to the state environmental planning policy, and then providing it fits within all the parameters, then you can do a fast track approval, and the approval only takes 14 days, but you still have to get you still have to get your plans, so you have to get a survey done, proper drawings.
Which would probably take more than 14 days.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's a lot more time, but the actual approval process for the certifier, it's only about 14 days, but the planning process, there's still, you've got to draft the plans, do your floor plan, elevations, your structural drawings, so your structural engineering, stormwater engineering. So you still have to comply, but it is a lot faster than going through council. So if you're not able to pass through the compliant development rules, then you would often fall through and go into a DA. But as you know, every council is quite different, and all of their rules change from one council to the next. So so they have various different planning policies, and so there's the local environmental plan and the state, and the development control plan. You have to make sure you meet all of those for each individual
jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So
that's
this
right.
one's under Pittwater, is it?
This one is yes. So with this particular project, this had to go as a DA because it was in an E4 zoning, which is environmental. So then that doesn't fall under the CDC, so then we have to go for a DA through the council.
Yes.
But then in doing that, we're able to actually go a little bit bigger because there's a rule there in this particular council DCP saying that we can be 25% of the land area of the main house we can do for the granny flat. So we're able to actually get about 86 square metres here instead of your standard 60. So there's a few different parameters, but if you want to keep it simple, then complying development is the fast and easiest way to do it, and cheapest.
Great. That 86 square metres, was that including the deck? Or
No.
would that, so the deck can be outside of that, as well as if someone was adding a carport or a garage?
Yeah, so the 86 square metres is for the granny flat alone, then plus any alfresco areas, any porches, any garages and things like that on top.
Right, and if you were going under, I can't recall the BD or the certification, what's the maximum size you can build a granny flat generally?
Oh yeah, so if it's under a CDC, so that's complying development, then the maximum you can do is 60 square metres.
Right.
And that's 60 square metres for the granny flat itself. But again, on top of that, you can do an attached garage or an attached alfresco or porch area in addition to that.
Okay, well, that's very informative.
Yeah.
I've learned more than I knew, so thank you. Do you work on a fixed price, or are yours more custom built price for the design?
Oh yeah, so we start off, we have a base price for our all of our builds, and then we, I guess, option up from there.
Okay.
But all of our contracts are done as a fixed price contract. So before we start construction, we'll sign a fixed price building contract, which then guarantees our customers the peace of mind knowing what the price is going to be. The only variables within that usually occur out of earthworks. So we have an allowance for excavation and excavation for the slab and retaining walls and running services and things. That's pretty much the only place that we have variation. Once we get out of the ground and the slab goes down, the frame goes up, everything else can be decided and it's all reasonably foreseeable.
Right.
But it's only the things that we might encounter under the ground
So
that can sometimes blow things out a little bit. But yeah, apart from that, it's
That's great. So peace of mind, really, they know their loan amount that they're allowed to go to, and you've given them very much that peace of mind. Come in, you can build, this is the cost, except for maybe some excavation that you've got very clear in the contract.
Yeah, that's right. So we have a standard 2-day allowance for every project, and that's what a simple project would go through as. But this project here, for example, has huge retaining walls and a lot of excavation and cut and fill.
Yeah.
So this project was, I think there was probably about 7 days worth of excavation involved in this project. So there probably might have been about an extra $10,000 in earthworks on this project. But we will give estimates of what we anticipate that will come in at. But we don't give a fixed price on that. We could if someone really wanted to, but we would always obviously over-allow to make sure we're covered. So we just feel that it's best to keep it fair for both parties, to have a reasonable little allowance in there, and then we adjust and do a cost plus for anything that goes over on the excavation.
And this build was an expensive build, one of your upper end.
Yes.
So what price was this one?
So this one was $270,000, but it's it's like
It's a home, really.
It is.
I'd be quite happy to move in here.
It's pretty big, yeah.
Yes,
it's bigger
gorgeous, yeah.
Bigger than a lot of apartments, and it's got huge outdoor spaces. It's impressive. But yeah, look, not everybody has this budget. So we do. I guess this was $270,000. I think to date this is probably for a granny flat our most expensive build. We've got other ones that are granny flats with garages and carports and things attached or underneath, and they come up similar at a similar figure.
Yeah, like the Fonzie flat, they call them now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we build brand new Fonzie flats with the garage and things underneath and the granny flat on top. They often come in around that sort of $250,000 mark, but you're getting quite a bit more for that. And I guess this one's the same. We're also getting quite a bit more in terms of footprint
The living
and
space.
yeah. So the actual size of this one is overall, including al fresco areas and things.
And
I
the
think.
air, you feel, it's just beautiful. So the other thing I was going to ask you about, the cheaper builds, so still retaining the same quality.
Yep.
What would be one of your cheaper end granny flats you've built, say a 1-bedroom? Or have you done a studio?
So we often do, studios are a little bit more common. So for a studio, that might come in around sort of $90,000.
So the other question I was going to ask, do you project manage things like the bathroom and the kitchen as well? And that's great.
Yeah, so everything we do it's all turnkey. So we'll plan the whole project from start to finish. So all the way from design and concept through to starting construction, and then all the way through to completion. Then it's a turnkey solution. So the only thing that we don't include is landscaping, but we put our customers in touch with people to help out with the landscaping, just because there's quite a few variables there, and everybody has a bit of a different approach, and we don't go to detail doing a landscape plan. But we project manage absolutely everything else.
That's great. The one thing that I've just discovered, which is beautiful with you, is that you will even help your owners by even adding a bit of styling. If they're happy for you to showcase the property, you can style it, which can help them find a tenant, which that blew my mind. It's a really great extra service for no cost, because they've been willing to open you up into their home.
Oh, look, that's it. So we can come through and and get some beautiful photos and showcase what we do to some of our customers, potential customers, and then we can get some professional photos that we can then give to the customer that they can use for their marketing of their granny flat rental. So they've got beautiful photos that can stand out above the rest.
This one very quickly got a tenant, I think, within a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
I was watching. The other thing was, is there anything you'd like to tell us about Bungalow Homes that sets you apart, besides all the wonderful things I've learnt today?
Yeah, so I guess, Bungalow Homes, we take a lot of pride in what we do. And we do work with our customers to be probably a little bit more flexible, I'd say, than some of our competitors. And we have very strict quality control measures, a lot of quality control checks along the way, and we're very strict on that. And try to keep a very, organised and structured approach to, our inspections and quality control along the way. And then we also, I'd say, we offer more flexibility and a bit more, of a range in terms of your finishes.
Yes.
So you can see in this project we've got exposed rafters. I don't know that anybody else is, doing that in the market at the moment. And then we've got these nice wall linings, feature wall linings and things like that.
Yeah.
So just some little different touches, but I guess
Quality, and even the flooring, it's lovely.
it's beautiful hardwood flooring. So that's like a 140 wide spotted gum flooring, finished with a water-based finish, which is gives it like that nice matte natural look, not too glossy. So a few little things that we do there, just to
Well, look,
keep that.
Chris, I can only do an elbow bump.
Yeah.
It was lovely meeting you today.
You
and
too.
thank you very much for meeting us on Granny Flat Rental. And we hope that owners will also list their properties up on Granny Flat Rental to help them find a tenant. We're able to advise as well. So thanks again.
Thanks for having me.